Hey guys, it's Heather from Planning to Create, and today we are going to be planning the week of the 29th through the 4th in my Hobonichi cousin. I'm going to be using my Clina Energel 03 in black ink this week, my Zig Clean Color Dot. Excuse my dogs, they're just wandering around if you can hear them in the background. Goofballs. They hear me talking and they're like, who is she talking to? And sorry, my clean dot. This is Hyacinth, the color, and my mild liner brush pen. And I'm also going to be using my Tombow hard tip brush pen as well. And this is in black. So I kind of have the week ready to go. And you can see all my sticky notes. These sticky notes are Midori. I got them from Jet Pens. And I have them on these cool sticky notes here because I think I'll move them from week to week. And that way I'm not wasting them. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, and I also have my weather here. And I'm going to go ahead and put down my weather and set everything up and get ready to plan. Okay, so I have the bare bones set up. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my habits. And I have my MakseLife notebook sitting in front of me. And the last week of this April sesh is here. And I have them ready. And next week I will be, well, actually on Wednesday, I'm going to go ahead and close out my month and then do my quarterly compass and reevaluate my goals and then start a new notebook for the second quarter. Now, my goals this month are going to be low spend. I'm just going to focus on needs, or not this month, this week. I want to journal. I want to check my planner. I want to check my bullet journal, close my rings, do my daily chores, and draw. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that out right now, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I went ahead and filled out my habits, and I did it differently this time. I kind of like the looks of this. I put it vertically rather than doing how I've done before in other weeks, like this. I kind of like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my books in here that I'm going to be listening to this week. And I'll go ahead and do that on camera. I'm brush pinning the titles on these, which is a lot of fun. I'm using, again, my Tombow hard brush pen because I'm not very good at this. This is new for me. I'm going to go ahead and turn this just a little bit so I can get to it a little better. It's been a couple weeks since I've posted a video. I went on vacation and it was the vacation was incredible, but the week before that we had to put our dog Cody down. If you guys have watched my previous videos, he was battling cancer and we ended up having to put him down the Monday before I left on vacation. And so I apologize for missing last week on my I just apologize. You know, it's been a rough couple weeks, and yeah, we miss him, and our other dogs miss him really bad, and we have his daughter and his wife, I guess is what you call her, but yeah, it's just been a sad minute for our family. So as you can see, I went ahead and put my weather up here at the top. Welcome to spring in the Rocky Mountains. Hot, snow, warm, warmer. And then again, I think next week it's going to snow again. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to start posting. I'm going to do it as a goal for next quarter, posting to Instagram twice a week. And I think I'm going to post my week before and show my final spread. Everything's all crossed off and all the lists. And then my bullet journal every week, once a week there. But I'm going to go ahead and put in my weekly action items under my books. So they are front and center, and they're going to be a little different than my habits, but I just want to make sure, because I'm not really hitting my weekly action items as hard as I want to. I'm doing my habits, which tie into those things, but I want to keep those right in my face, and I'm not doing such a good job with them, but we're gonna do the best we can to do that. Well, my weekly action items are going to come directly from my MakseLife planner. I'm going to just go ahead and fill those in, and I'll be back with you. So my weekly action items: family contact, plan with me's, an area in my back room, and one area in my garden, and my weekly reflections. So now I'm going to go into my work day and get those things filled in. This week, during my lunch hour, I'm going to do a lot of these things and see if I can get them done, with the exception of the crossing guard duty, which is in the afternoon. I got to check on my crossing guards. And then I have duty on Wednesday in the morning and in the afternoon, and this list of things that have to get done, lesson plans and emailing, filming the announcements, that kind of stuff. And then I have a few things that I'd like to do during my lunchtime, and some other things over here: grade, uploading, editing, announcements, and crossing guard duty over here. So hopefully I can squeeze this stuff in, posting to Instagram, researching a continuing education class, and checking my bullet journal in my lunchtime. And it won't take very long, so I get that done while I'm eating. Oh, I want to go ahead and cancel EpiSound, which, if you guys don't know, EpiSound is you can download music to put on your YouTube channel, and I just downloaded a whole bunch of it, and I'm just going to cancel it. It was free for a month, I think. Go ahead and get it, not pay for it. I don't see any reason to have to pay for it. So I'm going to put this in big, fat, bold letters. Then I'm going to go ahead and start working on laying out my weekly action items and the things that I'm going to be doing every single day when I'm going to do them. Daily chores, all my habits. I'll probably focus on my closing my rings. So I'll put in my workouts. I'm actually going to be walking, so I'll put in my walks, and then I will add my dinners and go from there. So we'll start with the walks. We'll start with all my weekly action items, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I put in the dinners that I'm going to be making, with the exception of Sunday, because I won't know that until we meal plan. I put in all the daily chores that I have: dusting kitchen, bathrooms, floors and fridge, and then, with the exception of what I'm going to be doing during the day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I also have started a new habit of daily planning. In my cousin, I was really torn about what I wanted to do with all these pages, and I was inspired by the Coffee Monsters Co. I was watching one of her videos, and she just journaled in hers. She broke down hers in a day, and set it up like this. And so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you look right here, I did some journaling here, and then I wrote down all of my to-do lists. I track my workouts, my steps, the miles, how many rings I closed, my spending, sleep tracker, water, my meals, what I ate during the day, and I also have a side gig with Instacart, so I track that today, because I could work that. Today, by the way, today is Friday the 26th when I'm filming this. Anyway, I have really been enjoying this. Even though I have a 5-year Hobonichi, I have really enjoyed just sitting down and just spewing my thoughts. So much more room in this. I still journal in that 5-year because I want to be able to keep that and compare my days. So I just do little snippets of what happens during the day in that because it's an A6. It's about that big. You know, look at the size of this compared to that. So it's really nice to just, you have this tiny little space. And so I just blurb what's going on from what happened that day with me. I am going to go ahead and double track all of my steps and sleep and all that stuff. And I'm going to just put something down here to keep track of it in my weekly spread as well. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to shoot up here and start planning my weekend. On Fridays, my husband and I like to have date nights. These are the things that I'm going to be doing on Friday. So this can go to next week. And this no school. So I'm going to go ahead and shove this in, not next week, but the week after, because we'll have an early release next week. But I am going to do 1, 2, let's see, I'm going to clean the sheets, garden fence. So on my garden fence, I went, this was several years ago, I went to the greenhouse that right up the street from me, and I bought a morning glory. And now I have so many morning glories all over the place. It's amazing. I have so many seeds, so many morning glories. I'm going to plant new seeds in our front, along our front fence, so they grow along that. And I have to go in there and tear them down off the fence. It is time to clean up all the dead stuff in the garden and get it ready to look pretty. So I'm going to organize my planter shit as well. Then I want to film. I'm going to put this in, block some serious time off. I bought a Jibun Tacho and I wanted to review that. It's pretty spectacular. It's a lot like the Hobonichi cousin. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be filming, and that's what I'm going to be posting next week. A plan with me in that and a review. And highlight this area here and do my whole laundry garb, because last week I put laundry in my planner and I did not break it down. And so it's still sitting in the dryer, and that was last Sunday. Yep, that's true. I just go over there and get it out. I just go over there, fluff it up, and then get out what I need. And then, yeah, by the time this week rolls around, there might be like 2 pairs of socks in there waiting for me to put the rest of its friends back in there. So I'm going to put wash and fold and put away. Then my other chore that I like to do is plants, trash. Trash comes on Monday morning, so I like to get all the trash out of the house, water my plants. My big thing is meal prep. Depending on what we decide we're going to do, I'd like to block out a couple full hours for that. I'm going to go ahead and try my best to brush pin this in. Oh, crap. It's actually not meal plan, it's meal prep. Oh, shit. Oh my God. Meal prep. Okay. I love whiteout. All right, so clean fridge and freezer, do the G-Boon Techo review, and that is it. Those are my plans for the week, and I'm sure it will fill up even more. I hope not, but if it does, great. Then I'll stay busy. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.